The following segment will be dealing with heavy spoilers for the first 3 episodes of Star Wars the Acolyte, available now on Disney Plus. If you haven't seen it and you don't want it spoiled for you, please don't listen to this section of the episode. Probably skip ahead about 20 minutes or so, and you should be good. Take care.
What y'all done seen on the internet this week that, has caught your attention?
The hot ass weather.
I know. There's no shelter in the shade anymore.
Woo! Shade
Smoke them
hot.
if you got them, because this is the life we're living right now.
Yeah. How hot is it in DC right now?
Right now, looking at my watch, it is 77, but it probably feels closer to like mid 80s.
For sure.
And it is only, and at time of taping, it is 11 a.m.
Damn.
It is definitely going up.
Yeah, it's going
to
up.
The 90s.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
So welcome to our new normal.
That's a fact.
Oh, because some people want money.
And forget about the sitting on the porch sipping lemonade while a cool breeze wafts over you. Them days are done. Anyway, other than that, Mrs. Lincoln, how's the play?
What? I don't even know what that is, but that's the thing I'm gonna start saying.
Other than that, Mrs. Lincoln, how's the play? How was the play? Like,
because
Mary Todd Lincoln, because her husband got shot in the head.
Got it. It took me a minute.
So someone goes, "Oh, that's too bad." But how was the play?
It wasn't that bad. It's a pretty good performance.
That's fantastic. And I see you got an X-Men 97 shirt.
I do have an X-Men 97 shirt.
Thank you, X-Men 97.
Yeah, thank you, X-Men 97. Thanks to you, my children are talking to me again. My wife is talking to me again. My mistress has left me, but I'm working on getting a new one. Thank you, X-Men 97. Thank you.
Every episode.
Got to. But mind you, he threw me the alley. I had to. I'm looking at it, and I'm like, at first I couldn't see it based on how you were sitting. And then you like sat up, and I saw the 97. And I was like, there it is.
There. Sat up like the Undertaker.
Yeah, I got dunked that.
Oh, man.
So, Chris, you were saying the heat.
So, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean.
Or the weather, I should say.
It sure do be hot. Things that, like they're, just everywhere. Weather it's kind of sucking and, totally preventable. But we're here now.
I got you.
We're sitting in it.
I got you.
But yeah, I think you asked me,
wildest thing you saw on the internet this week, but it's like
wildest thing. I'm gonna be thinking for a couple seconds. If one of you want to take it, you go for it.
Devon, you want it, or
this
I
man
can?
Never has nothing. This man.
It takes
think
time
on the damn fly.
It takes time for genius to percolate.
Dare you? See, thank you, Omar.
I got you, man.
Thank
I got you.
See, he hits it.
Devon, you want to go, or because I got one?
Yeah, sure, I'll go.
Break it down.
I'm pretty sure most people have probably seen this if like you are on social media. There is footage out there of a bull in a bullfighting ring. Not a bullfighting ring, rodeo ring. Where the bull leaps out of the rodeo ring, hops over the gate, and then proceeds to like run past the gate out into like the concession stands. And meanwhile, while a bull is literally running through the concession stands at a rodeo where there are multiple bulls within eyesight, these three people are standing there and they're just talking away, sipping on their beers. And the bull does a bull thing. And the bull sees, also, this is the other important part. The lady who is in the middle of all this, she is wearing red. So the bull goes running up to this lady and does the bull thing and gores her.
Damn right.
Flips her up in the air multiple times. Meanwhile, her buddies are just kind of standing there like, huh? What am I seeing? I can't quite wrap my mind. Oh my God, my buddy is being gored by a bull. Let me feebly run towards the 2-ton animal and see what I can do. Buddy, there's nothing you can do. That's a bull.
Yeah.
No, that's a bull. You can't do nothing. But the thing that amazes me about all this is the lack of situational awareness. Now, look, I realize you're not having a beer in the middle of the rodeo ring. Like, I get that. But you are within the vicinity of multiple bulls. Just to give this some perspective, now, I live in Washington, D.C. I work not too far away from the Washington Convention Center, Walter E. Washington Convention Center. Multiple conventions are always had there. Now, if there was ever a thing happening at the convention center called the Ninja Star Throwing Convention, if I decided to take a stroll past the Ninja Star Throwing Convention, situational awareness says there's a fairly good chance, more than zero, that I'm going to get hit by a throwing star or assaulted by a ninja. One of the two.
Yeah.
So, using that logic, if I go to a rodeo, my head is going to be on a swivel looking for bulls waiting to gore me. So, yeah, there should be no lawsuits. There should be no upset because the bull did a bull thing, much like a ninja with a throwing star would do a ninja with a throwing star thing. That's what I saw on the internet.
I respect that. I respect every bit of that, the logic behind that. You are absolutely right. If you go to a rodeo and you get gored by a bull because you didn't move, just that's on you.
Mm-hmm.
You knew that there were bulls there.
Yep.
You should have moved.
Yep.
I mean, frankly, if we're just out hanging around and a bull happens to appear and gores one of you, I'm just gonna carry on like that was God's plan because I'm not fighting a bull.
Listen, man, you shouldn't.
Yeah,
you shouldn't. But just like speak well of me when I'm gone, because it's probably gonna kill me. But still, I feel like y'all got me in terms of like, y'all. You remember Omar? He fought as hard as he could, man. He hung on.
I dragged your body to safety.
Yeah,
so
exactly. And when the bull left, we took him. We called his mom. She was sad, right? But she was like, he should have moved, right?
Yeah. Now, like, if you're on Wall Street and you're taking a picture next to the bull that's on Wall Street, the bronze one, and then that sucker suddenly comes to life and gores you, then you can be surprised.
That's accurate, and you can sue.
Yeah.
Because isn't that tied directly to like investing? Like it's bullish market, isn't that what that is? Well, yeah. Oh, you might get paid if you survive.
Exactly. Yeah. That's the only way you should get paid.
That's a fact.
By being gored by a bull.
And even then, move. Because listen, man, stranger things have happened.
Right.
If you heard that a bull came to life and gored somebody, which would surprise you more? The fact that the bull came to life or that the person didn't move? Stuff been coming at you all your life. Granted, it's kind of surprising that a statue might come to life, but listen, you got to stay ready.
I know. Models been throwing themselves at me.
Exactly, man. And you might have to dodge or catch, right? Just depends.
I know.
Yeah. I respect that, Devon.
Naomi. Tyra. No.
What?
I'm done.
It's hot in that closet. Okay. That's what that is.
Yeah.
Chris, you ready, or do you want me to go?
Yeah, I gotta go.
Yeah, what you got?
So the funniest thing I saw on the internet this week will probably tie in to what I would like to talk about later in the episode. The outrage at the new Star Wars program.
Okay.
The Acolyte. This stuff is just sad, and at this point, it's not even funny anymore because these jackals are actively just ruining things for other people. If you don't like it, don't watch it. But to like sit there, like dig your feet in and just start railing against it, like with all just the racist, bigoted, just anti-feminist, like it's just everything that you could possibly, just every xenophobic thing that could spew forth from a Star Wars fan has spewed forth about this program. And I watched the first episode like last week.
Yeah.
And then, I was like, oh, this was all right. This was pretty good. This is pretty good. I'll check it out when I get a chance. And then I saw like all these people blowing up, right? It's like, it's unwatchable. This is the death of Star Wars. Blah, 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 blah. How dare a black woman have a braid in space? Just, it's nonsense. But then I was like, I'm going to check this out because
because of the vitriol, right? Some about it. If it got somebody mad,
right? If all these shitty dudes are like really mad, this show gotta be heat. Lo and behold, not only was it heat, it might be the most excited about Star Wars I've been since like Mando season 1.
Wow.
Yeah.
The critic scores are really high for it, like 85% Rotten Tomatoes.
Real
like it's really high.
Mm-hmm.
It's real good. Like it is excellent. And like the first episode so far might be the roughest, but that's probably because they were setting up a lot of narrative dominoes. Everything that might have been a hiccup in the first episode is slowly revealed and recontextualized with the subsequent 2 episodes that have come out. So yeah, that's honestly the wildest stuff that I've seen on the internet.
And that's a preview. That's foreshadowing.
That's a preview.
Yeah, foreshadowing of things to come.
Indeed.
All right.
That and the new noise ordinance that has been passed down in downtown Silver Spring here in Maryland. That's ridiculous. Like what? Don't live near the main thoroughfare and the place of business and commerce and places where you want youth to congregate, and then you'd be like, oh, it's too loud on a Wednesday. Go to hell.
Old man screams a cloud.
Yeah.
Right?
My lawn, this is.
Damn NIMBYs.
Get off it, you must. Yeah.
Omar, the wildest thing you've seen on the internet.
Gentlemen, the wildest thing I have seen on the internet this week. I was so I'm scrolling and I come across this thing called Drop It Low for Jesus.
Lord.
Now, here's the thing. If you're going to drop it low, all right, I ain't mad at you. I'm not mad. I question, the target audience for this. Right now, again, this is no judgment at all. However,
maybe a little bit.
A little bit. Okay, it's slight judgment. I'm not judging at them. I'm judging with them. See, now, the issue that I have, and Devon, I brought this up to you. I said, somebody somewhere said, hey, you know what would be dope? Let's make a song called Drop It Low for Jesus. Right? And somebody else was like, yo, that is dope. And they went to the studio and they recorded this. And then somebody else said, you know what would be even doper? If we made a music video and we put that on the internet. And this is what I saw. This is the wildest thing I saw this week on Instagram.
The levels of approval to get such a thing.
I'm saying. Again, I'm just glad that my ideas didn't make the internet, because somebody on a podcast would be saying the same thing about me. So I am not mad. I just thought it was wild.
Is there a place I can see Drop It Low for Jesus?
I will send it to you.
For science.
Yeah, for science. I'll send it to you. It's actually pretty catchy. Drop it low.
You know,
Jesus.
Here's my take with dropping it low for Jesus.
Oh boy.
The problem is we're back outside.
Mm.
Some of y'all need to go back inside. Like, we were doing fine. Like, this type of behavior, these antics, these activities, they make me miss the pandemic. They really do.
Pandemic ain't even over.
Well, but in the sense that, like, we need to be locked back inside. Like, we need to be back on lockdown, in my opinion. Because some of y'all done lost your damn minds. Like, you're dropping it low for Jesus. One summer, you weren't happy with Hot Girl Summer. So now what are we in? Like, I don't know what summer we're in.
Hot world
Like,
summer.
Yeah.
The city boys are up. The city boys are down. I just don't even know anymore. I just go to work. And my paycheck better be right after 2 weeks. That's all I know at this point. Like, you can't be praising Jesus and dropping it low for him. Like, I'm not even a theologian, but I'm pretty sure that is nowhere in the Bible.
Why
On the
can't
eighth
one?
day, we dropped it low for Jesus.
The 8th?
Wait.
It's only 7.
Well, he rested on the 7th. And then on the 8th day.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we start the new business.
Listen,
week.
you got to get the
Drop it.
energy up to drop it low. That's why he rested, right? No.
Yeah. Nah, they created the 8th day
Yeah.
for dropping it low.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't.
I can't either. Lord,
Let's not.
I'm sorry, Lord.
This should be entertaining.
So the Acolytes, Chris, please continue. Your thoughts.
The Acolyte tells the story so far. We're only 3 episodes in. Tells the story of a young lady who's going around killing Jedi, and this takes place in the High Republic days. So, like, cop state. Like, we have legislated the Force. And just Jedi are kind of moving, huh?
It's 100 years before.
I think so. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
Like the House of the Dragon, kind of like the timeline, right? Like, we're going before the before. So Jedi are just moving around with just unimpeded authority, and taking people's kids. That ain't great. These weirdo monks just walk in your room. It's like, hey, that baby over there, they need to take a test. It's like, what do you mean they need to take a test? No, get out of my house. So, anyway, I got off track there because I was thinking of a bunch of different jokes all at once. But it tells a story of young ladies going around killing Jedi. We do not know why yet, but we do know that she has vaguely Sith kind of attire. We don't even know if the Sith are a thing yet. Like, mind you, I'm not Star Wars book guy, so like I'm just coming into this cold.
Hey man, you cooking?
As the show is, as the viewer, they're presenting this lady who, since we watch like current day Star Wars stuff, is like we're picking up on the iconography of like, oh, she's a Sith, and you're expecting her to pull out a lightsaber. Ain't no lightsaber to be found on this lady. She's like Force ninja starring at this Jedi that's in this saloon. Mind you, the Jedi that is in this saloon happens to be Carrie Ann Moss. So sick to see her.
Yes.
so sad to see her go.
Yeah.
And because she got like man. And the young lady, she uses subterfuge. She preys on the Jedi's need to save people, like the whole hero complex that as the show goes on, we question whether or not this comes from entirely altruistic place, which I love. I love that, like, hey, no, call out all of these people, Jedi and Sith alike. They're weirdos. They're weirdo cultists. No one should want to be a part of this. No. You got like your lovely autistic baby that's just over here just having a great day, and then these weirdos come and they try to take your child, claiming like just basically eminent domain. It's like, my kid is my kid. They're beautiful. Please go away. Nope, lightsaber. What? What is that? What is that? It's nonsense. And this is what these guys are mad about, is because the show demolishes the very idea of the chosen one, because people are people, and everybody is in this. Sorry, my thoughts are all over the place because I just want to cuss. But the show is real good. And what you think is happening right in the first episode is once we reveal that the young Sith girl may or may not be an unreliable narrator of her own story, we learn that, they're twins and shenanigans are afoot. And like from the first episode on, it becomes sort of like a cop procedural / mystery story where, like, who's in the right, what's happening, just we get to episode 3. Like, episode 2 is great, and we in that episode we learn more about the current day, the current day for then, the current day situation with the High Republic and the Jedi and blah 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 blah. But the third episode is where, like, this is some of the coolest stuff that I've ever seen in Star Wars. We go to the twins' origin on this planet. I cannot recall the name.
I was struggling
of the planet
too.
right
I was trying to think of it. Yeah, I was trying to throw you
Star
down.
Wars, man.
Yeah. Was it Coruscant?
Nah, that's where they end up
Coruscant
taking.
is where the Jedi are, like.
Yeah,
that's
okay.
It's a new planet. I can't think of it for the life of me. I can't think of the name of it.
Yeah, but there's like a Jedi outpost on there. Yeah. And in the mountains is this retreat with these witches. They're like Force witches, and through going into like a day in the life of all of these people, this tribe, we learn that the Force is not even considered the Force by like other people that are in tune with this life energy. Like these different interpretations of the Force kind of threaten,
right?
I guess, threaten the idea of the Jedi's whole balance thing, the good and the evil, all that stuff. So they want it legislated, they want it shut up, and they want it shut down. So these witches are just here at their fortress in secret, raising 2 children who we do not know how they came to be, not yet at least. But considering that Star Wars, this is not the first time that Star Wars has dealt with like Force twins, there's a pretty good chance that these children were in some way conceived via the Force. Oh man, it just got really dark here, like in podcast land. Like there's a big cloud out. It kind of terrified me. I'm looking at the screen and it's like, ooh, it's like, oh no, Vader, he found me.
It's the Charlie Brown cloud coming for you.
I'm so sorry. Like, it's just the way that they present this has a lot of you can read it a lot of different ways and make various parallels to things that happen in the real world, like just people minding their business, practicing their beliefs, but because some jackass across the street don't like how they're doing it and why they're doing it, they got to come and chase them off, push them into exile, all that kind of stuff. It just honestly, it all comes down to just let people be gay in the woods. Just let them mind their business with their children and don't try and force that stuff on people. I was telling you both in the group chat, this show itself so far seems to act like its own Jedi test for the viewer.
Yeah.
And it kind of reveals the underlying bigotry or racism that is in that person's heart. Because, like, for me, I'm just like, oh, this is cool science fiction television. It's like I've seen Star Trek, I've seen Star Wars. This is not new to me. We're doing pretty baseline science fiction-y stuff. But because it happens to be with just all women, there are Asian cast members. There's a Wookiee that uses the Force that I guess that pissed George Lucas off.
Are you serious?
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, there's a Force Wookiee.
Yeah, I mean, I know that, but I didn't know George Lucas was like flipping a table over it.
I mean, I don't think he's flipping a table. I certainly wouldn't flip a table with that much money in my bank account. But I think he was like, I had one of the rules that the Wookiees could, that kind of.
Got you.
He was perturbed.
Got it.
But yeah, man, Acolyte, real good so far. Rue from the Hunger Games is acquitting herself very well. She's basically doing double duty as the set of twins. Really strong.
She's excellent.
Really strong. Yeah. And just as a person who is not familiar with pretty much like 90% of her, I guess, creative output, I was very surprised at how good her performance has been so far. Old boy from Squid Game.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot remember his name right now.
I can't either, but he's dope. Dope.
Oh, dude, he apparently learned English.
Yes.
For this gig.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crushing it.
He's crushing it, man.
Crushing.
He's dope. Yeah.
I'm wondering how much of what happens to the Force Witch camp, like burning down and all that stuff, how much of that do the Jedi actually, like, are they responsible for? Because I feel like at some point both twins are going to have to basically kill their masters, and that's how we're gonna diverge.
Wow.
Going forward, because there's no way that the Jedi aren't in some way responsible for this, even by just showing up unannounced to people's homes. Like, if we go back to episode 1, drunk ass Qui-Gon shows up and takes Anakin, and what happens? Empire. Man,
you're not wrong.
Maybe don't let these weirdo monks just do whatever they want. Maybe, as that's me. But yeah, no, Acolyte, big thumbs up so far. 9 out of 10.
We're gonna have to do a spoiler thing too, Chris.
We are going to have to do a spoiler thing. Yes. That kind of tripped me up for a little bit because I was like, oh man, wait a minute. This show ain't done yet. And I didn't say spoiler warning. Oh no.
Throw it at the beginning.
Yeah. Yep. You can do it and we can throw it in there. Yeah.
Yeah. The following segment will be dealing with heavy spoilers for the first 3 episodes of Star Wars the Acolyte, available now on Disney Plus. If you haven't seen it and you don't want it spoiled for you, please don't listen to this section of the episode. Probably skip ahead about 20 minutes or so, and you should be good. Take care.
Excellent. Devon, your thoughts?
It's good.
Okay.
Right? Like
no. Honestly,
it's good.
No, seriously, it is good. initial thoughts were because Omar texted me and he said initially he wasn't that enthused after watching the first episode. So I did not immediately jump on it. But when we decided that this was going to be the topic, I watched the first 2 episodes last night in one sitting. I don't remember touching the phone.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That, to me, is the litmus test for whether or not something is good. Because I am notorious for scrolling, looking up, realizing the TV has been on for 1 hour while I pause something. And I have to hop back into it, figure out where I was. I absolutely know where I was 100% of the time while I watched the first 2 episodes of The Acolyte. I really enjoyed it. We were talking about spoilers, yes. Amandla Stenberg?
Yeah.
Yeah. She plays 2 characters, twins, Osha and I
May.
believe
May.
May. And kills it. Absolutely kills it. Lets you, like, there is a true delineation between the 2 characters as to who they are and what their motivations are. And I really, really enjoyed that. The biggest takeaway that I had from watching The Acolyte was realizing, and I get that this might be a little bit of a disconnect for a lot of the listening audience, but it was the absence of default whiteness. And I'm not saying that in a bad way, but as a child growing up in the 70s and 80s, you didn't see a whole lot of representation in shows. If you usually saw a black kid in the 70s, usually it was because someone was trying to intervene to save that child from a life of crime or something like that. So that was usually what you saw.
Or Gary Coleman.
You might get, or Gary Coleman. Yeah. Or the stray Jackson 5
Right.
variety hour type show. So, you just kind of got used to not really seeing yourself on TV. Like, I don't think it became like a normal thing to see more black people on screen. I'll be honest with you, until maybe like the 90s.
Right.
Like, we were still having that conversation about why are there no black people on Friends, and the show takes place in New York.
Right.
Sex
in the City as well.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. That was the conversation back then. And I got through the first 2 episodes of The Acolyte, and I was like, I think we only saw 2 black people. 2 white people the whole time. There might have been more, but there were more aliens and people of color than anything. And I was like, wow, this is a very weird feeling. Like, seeing more of yourself and others who you would encounter in the world than the thing that I was taught that was the default for the better part of like my life. Now I'm going to say it didn't necessarily make the show any better for that, but I did admire the fact that they kind of went, okay, yeah, this ain't the default. Like, in the galaxy far, far away, some almost 50 years ago, you encounter everyone and no one looks like you, and you have to navigate that. And now we're 50 years away from that idea, and now it's like, oh, more people look more like I do in the past of that show.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. That was the thing that stuck out the biggest part for me. And you're going to have your people out there who are going to like talk about the wokeness and the diversity, and they're going to say diversity like it's a bad word. But I think in this Star Wars the Acolyte, I think that they're showing that the world of Star Wars is way bigger and should be bigger than even they envisioned it from the get-go.
Mm-hmm.
So I appreciate that. Send all your complaints to Omar at topguyspod.com.
Oh, man.
And
Because I don't want to hear.
And for all the the hubbub that these jackals are making about having all of these differing perspectives and people and colors in Star Wars, all these people are doing Star Wars stuff. Like,
Yeah.
they're having lightsaber fights.
Right.
They're
Yeah.
investigating pulses in the Force, like disturbances. They're doing Star Wars things, and your problem
Exactly.
is the color of their skin.
Right.
There's a guy over there with 2 heads. Shut up.
Right. And it's not like anybody's like stopping going, hey, let me tell you about diversity.
Right?
No one's doing that. It's just like, it's like in the workplace. If someone different than me walks through the door, I don't instantly go, huh,
Enemy.
enemy. Exactly. And, I get it. Like when basically everything in the world is set up for you, you might not like when somebody gives you something that you don't like. But guess what? I've kind of had to live that life for most of my life, and I get through it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel the need to become a keyboard warrior.
Mm-hmm.
I don't crap on the things that I don't necessarily like. One of the things that you're taught early on, at least most of us, is if you ain't got nothing nice to say, keep it to yourself.
There you go.
I don't necessarily need a hot take on why making a young Black woman, I don't know if like Amandla identifies 100% as Black, so I'm not going to put that on her. Because she is biracial, Black and white. But I'm sure she knows who she is and what makes her her. But I do appreciate that the Star Wars universe can expand beyond its initial setup, which was very much the Joseph Campbell heroes. Yeah. Hero's journey, where the hero was always not going to look like me.
Mm-hmm.
Or any of the people that like I woke up and looked out my window and saw.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my take on the Acolyte. I appreciated it. It's also very well written. I am engaged in where they're going to take it. It has a little bitty droid that's super cute that
He's
I can
super
see
cute.
kids. Yeah, that I can absolutely see kids walking around with in their pockets, because I'm sure toys will be made.
I'd love a Pip.
Yep.
I will make sure you two get them.
Like Chris said, it hits all of the Star Trek
Wars.
Star
Don't
Wars.
You take
Star
that.
Wars.
You fix that.
We don't want that
Yeah.
heat.
Yeah. Star Wars, not Trek.
Yeah.
You said Trek. Damn it.
I said Trek.
Yes.
You say Trek.
Yes.
Well,
You're going to get us in trouble.
I am a bigger Trekker than a Star Wars fan. You can edit that out if you want.
I will.
Never.
Yeah, you liked embarrassing me. But yeah, in this dictatorship, remember that's a call from one of the previous episodes where I couldn't say director and I kept saying dictator.
Nice callback.
So yeah, in this big Star Wars.
There you go. Sing it.
Okay, live.
What is the Bill Murray thing? Star Wars. Oh yeah, we're making Star Wars.
Not you singing it in the key of Star Trek. Get out of here.
So yeah, long story short, I appreciated what they are doing, and I think for the most part, it succeeds. Star Wars.
There you go.
Just want to clarify one more time for the record.
Star
Wars.
Wars. Yes. Oh, man. Gentlemen, may I share my thoughts?
Please, Omar,
Yeah.
go for it.
So as you both know, I'm in the church of Star Wars. This was hard for me. And I'm going to tell you why. But I want to call this, I've been thinking about this. I'm going to call this portion Lessons from He-Man. Chris, that was for you.
I wasn't going to say it, but go for
Listen,
it.
when I watched this, now mind you, let me take it all the way back. And first, actually, before I even get into this, if you are a person who is mad at the Acolyte because of the diversity and the inclusion, I cannot help you. I am not speaking to you. But still leave us 5 stars and a good review on the podcast.
Yeah. There you go. There you go, baby.
But
do that for me, Greg.
I am not speaking. You said Greg. That's a nice callback too.
Enemy of the pod.
Enemy of the pod,
Greg.
Yeah. No, friend of the
friend
pod.
of the pod.
Friend of the pod.
Friend of the pod. Yeah. I am not talking to those people. The people that I'm talking to are, so if you met, when Star Wars came out, OG Star Wars, I believe it was 1977. I'm 5. And I don't remember much from being 5, but I remember sitting in the theater watching Star Wars. And I was like, this is great. Then 3 years later, The Empire Strikes Back comes out, and I'm 8 years old. And that's when I could act like, when you're 8, you start to remember some stuff. And so now, if you're me, not very athletic, dad's not in the house, got a single mom, cobbling her money together to take me to go see Empire Strikes Back, and I lose my mind. This is the greatest thing I've ever seen. You got Luke, who is kind of, trying to find his way. I'm trying to find my way. And all of a sudden, I love superheroes. And here's a dude, all of a sudden, he got powers. And that's all I want. Because I'm not good at anything at 8. But if I got powers, man, like I matter. And so I tethered my worth emotionally to this. And so then you take Luke goes to Dagobah. He's on the swamp planet with Yoda. And Yoda teaches 8-year-old Omar what the Force is. The Force is the tree. It is the plant. It is the this, Luke. And then he raises the X-Wing from the swamp with his brain matter. And I was like, yes, little green man. That is what the Force is.
That's a muppet.
Yeah, that's a muppet. Frank Oz and all his greatness told me what the Force was. Right. So, and I've believed that for 40 years plus. Like, this is what it is. So I sit down to watch The Acolyte. And now the witches are like, nah, bro, that ain't the Force. The Force is a thread. I'm like, wait, what? No. Because the green man told me when I was 8 that the Force was this. So I was butthurt for about 5 minutes. And then I remembered He-Man. And I said, wait a minute. Wait a minute, Omar. Let me step back. And then I went down this path because at first I was ready to not like it because it was messing with emotional space that I had tethered to. And I'm really going, I promise you, I'm going somewhere with this. So I was there. Okay. Because I realized I'm going long. But I was tethered to it emotionally and I had to step back and I said, wait a minute. First of all, why am I emotionally attached to this? Which is a question I never would have asked had we not gone through the He-Man thing. So this forced me to kind of step back and say, well, wait a minute, hold up. You can accept that this little green man can tell you this, but not the witches? Huh. And here's the
Right
crazy
there.
thing, right there. So here's the crazy thing. So if you just take OG Star Wars, and this is who I'm really speaking to, the OG Star Wars fans like myself who might struggle with their cheese being moved, right? Because of the emotional attachment of being young and impressionable and not having anything that looked like you on the screen. So you attach yourself to something that don't look like you, and you ready to die on that hill. And then they give you something that does look like you, and you're like, no lesbian witches. This is not what this is. It's what Yoda said. It's what the green man that don't exist in the world that don't exist says what this is. I will die on that hill. And you say, wait a minute, hold up, wait a minute now.
Yep.
That don't make a lot of sense. Not really. So if you take OG Star Wars and you say, all right, there are 4 black people that exist in space. Well, 3.5, because one of them is a disembodied voice. So you got James Earl Jones's voice, you got Samuel L. Jackson, you got Billy D. Williams, and you got old boy who played Finn. That's your 3.5.
Oh wait, don't forget about the third sister from Obi-Wan. I believe her name was Reva.
Oh, I'm talking pure. Well, I'm talking like the movies, the films.
Okay,
just the films.
All
right. So if I
talking to Big Nine.
if I take just the first 3, or shoot, really the first 6, you got 2.5. So like it reduces with each one. And what I really had to realize is like, wait a minute, you ready to die for this? For this? They clearly didn't give a damn about you.
Yeah.
Right? And so when I thought about it that way, I said, all right, well, let me pause. Now let me flip it and put my business hat on. All right. It has to evolve. So it's never a bad thing when you reach more. Like, Chris, you've never said this much about Star Wars and being this happy, about it. How can anybody be mad at that? Right? It has to grow. If you just look at it from a business standpoint, I was in a meeting, and this is like, I'm not giving anyway any inside baseball. This is you can Google this. But I remember I was in a meeting where we were talking about numbers, where which demographics were going to be consuming the most. And you can Google the black consumer and the projected totals of spend. And I want to say between 18 and 36, it's going to be like $18 trillion over a projected period of time. So it makes good business sense to diversify your IP. That's just smart. To double down on something that is, well, we're only going to go to this. The person who is an OG Star Wars fan has a choice. You can let go of the thing that you love and have loved for 40 plus years, or you can evolve too and realize that this thing that is make-believe in the first place can include more people. Why not have a space where witches say, well, no, it's this. It just looks more like the world we actually live in. And so I'm still coming to this place. I ain't there because I'd be lying to you if I said I was, but I love the fact that you all love it as much as you do, because it's encouraging me to continue on and to grow too, and say, okay, well, let me see, because the problem isn't Star Wars. The problem is the fact that I attached my worth to it and didn't realize I had worth before it and outside of it. And that's the wrestling match. And I think it's the wrestling match for a lot of people. We tend to tether our value to things that have an emotional connection to us when we're young. And in many ways, it's almost like the Jedi came and got me when I was a baby. Right? It's kind of that. So I don't want to be on the same side of the street of these idiots who mad. So I'm going to cross the street and I'm going to give it a chance to grow on me, because, and I always use this analogy, I didn't think Computer Blue belonged on Purple Rain. And Devon Sanders convinced me that it did. I wanted 17 days, and I'm like, why? Why would you put that computer blue and not 17 days, Prince? And Devon's like, no, computer blue's dope. And I'm like, wait a minute, it is. A lot of Prince's stuff, man, you just ain't ready for it when it drops. I hated Around the World in the Day when it first dropped because it wasn't Purple Rain. And now it's one of my favorite albums. So give to those of you who are struggling with this, but you're not saying the quiet part out loud, give it an opportunity. Because I think in doing so, you're going to give yourself an opportunity too. And these, my friends, are the lessons that He-Man teaches us all.
Specifically, Netflix He-Man.
Yes.
Can I piggyback off of something that you're
Please.
saying? And I think this will help the argument a little bit. I assume that if you're listening to this podcast, you love pop culture. You probably you probably watch movies. You probably read comics. You probably read a lot of like genre fiction. So did I. As a kid, so do I. I still do. Growing up, many of the characters that I still hold dearest to my heart are Superman, Luke Skywalker, Captain Picard. I would probably put those in my top 3 growing up of characters who I walked away having some sort of, who kind of fit my moral compass, who helped kind of guide me as to what decisions I was going to make in the real world. Superman was, look, there's a lot of, you may have power, but you also have a responsibility for those around you. Same thing with Spider-Man. Great power comes great responsibility. As far as Luke Skywalker goes, it was, you can come in at this level, but you don't have to stay at that level. You can rise above what anyone thought that you should be. And as far as Captain Picard, it was like, here is fairness. Here is trying to do the right thing at all times. Now, none of those people looked like me. But you know what? I took something from them because I knew it was good, and I knew that in the end, it was just common sense. It was humanity. So if there's anything that I could ask of anybody who's having a hard time with the Acolyte, and it's quote unquote forced diversity, maybe give a child the opportunity to find in the characters of the Acolyte what I found in Superman, Spider-Man, Captain Picard, and so on and so forth. That's all I ask.
Beautifully spoken, Devon.
Damn right.